Hi, I'm Mariela. Welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you how to make this beautiful pendant. I'm really happy with the result. Um, I'm going to have the kits available on MarielBeadsandBeyond.com. I'm going to have this color. I'm going to have this color, and I'm going to have a brown color. The brown color that I'm about to make. They're gonna be available as well as the PDFs. The only thing about this pendant, if you are a beginner, the pendant, it's not really hard to make, it's really easy, but the only thing is you gotta remember like where your beads are located, because some, like when you add in your Superduos and these flowers, sometimes you can't see the beads unless you're flipping, and sometimes you can still not see it, like this Matubo right here. We're gonna make a lot of passes through this one, and it's a little bit hard, but even if you're beginner, you can try it, and it's not that hard to make. It's really easy. The only concern I have is some people make comments about they can't see where you're passing your needle through, and this is one of those projects that I'm not gonna be able to show where exactly where the bead is located, where the one I'm passing my needle through, but there's gonna be a PDF instructions, and I'm gonna have the kits available. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. One thing I want you guys to know is that I'm going to start doing giveaways, and the way that it's gonna work is like during my videos. You're gonna notice something different. Like while I'm doing my video, you're gonna see like all of a sudden a word pop up, like for example red or white or whatever. So all you need to do is, when you see that word, you need to go to the comments and comment that word. The first person that comment the word is gonna get a $10 coupon for my website, MarielBeadsandBeyond.com. You need to be subscribed to my channel, and it's really easy. I'm gonna start doing that in some of my videos, not all. So I hope you guys like it, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you. For the list of materials, we're gonna use Honeycomb, and in the description box I'm gonna post all the amounts that you need. We are going to need 4mm Swarovski 4mm crystals. We are going to be using Seedbeads 11.0, and all these materials are available on my website. Matubo, and it's really important to use Matubo. You can't use other 8.0s. Superduos, and we're gonna be using through 2mm Firepolish. For thread, we're gonna use fireline, and we are going to use 98 inches. We're gonna need a needle size 12. To start, we're gonna pick up 6 honeycomb. We are going to bring them all the way down. We are going to leave like 4 inches tail just to make some knots, and we are going to sew through all of them once again. Right here, since we are not gonna make any more passes through this hole of the honeycombs, we can make a knot. So if the tail bothers you, you can just go ahead and cut it. If it doesn't bother you, it's okay. For some reason, I don't like to cut the tail till I'm done. Sometimes that tell me where I start my rows if I have to, but that's up to you. Make a double knot right here. and we are going to pull tight. Make sure you don't get your beads cut. So this is what you should have. So we are going to sew through one more, and pull tight, and our thread is coming out of this hole. We are going to sew up through the second hole. We are going to pick up one Matubo, and we are going to sew through the next honeycomb, and we are going to repeat this step 5 more times. This is what you should have. We are going to reinforce this, so go ahead and sew through all the beads once again. Okay, so we are going to be coming out of a Matubo. Pick up 5 seed beads 11-0, 1 fire polish, and 5 seed beads 11-0. We are going to skip one honeycomb, and we are going to sew through the next Matubo. And this is what you should have. You are going to pick up 2 11-0s. Try to keep your tension really tight. We are going to sew through the third one, or the one in the center, out of the 5 that we just add. Okay, and we are going to pull, and right here, as you see, with my fingers I'm holding the thread to try to keep it tight. You are going to pick up 2 seed beads, 1 fire polish, and 5 seed beads, and you're going to sew through the next Matubo, and you are going to repeat this step 3 more times. This is what you should have. You are going to pick up 2 pick up 2 seed beads, 1 fire polish, and 2 seed beads. Out of the 5 that when we started, we are going to sew through the third one, or the one in the center. Okay. We are going to pick up 2 seed beads 11-0, and we are going to sew through the Matubo. And this is what you should have. Our thread is coming out of the Matubo. We are going to sew down through 5 11-0s. I sew through 3, so I need 2 more, and we're gonna sew up through the fire polish. So 5 seed beads and 1 fire polish. And right now we are going to sew through all fire polish. So this is 1, this is 2, okay, just through the fire polish. And we want to reinforce this, so we want to sew through this fire polish at least 5 times. You want to make sure you pass through all 6. And you're gonna pull, wiggle your beads to set them on place. So go ahead and reinforce this. I reinforce 5 times. So what you're gonna do next, your dress coming out of the fire polish, we are going to sew up through 5 seed beads. And sew through the Matubo bead. And right now we are going to repeat all these steps on this side. So go ahead and do it, and I'll be right back to show you the next step. I'm done. As you can see, it looks the same. Your thread is coming out of a Matubo bead. We are going to pick up 3 Matubos, and we are going to sew. Our thread is coming out of this way. We are going to sew through the same Matubo bead. And right here is going to be optional if you want to reinforce. If your work is loose, then you need to reinforce. If you think it's tight enough, then you don't have to. And we're going to sew through 1 more. This is what you gotta have. We are going to pick up 3 more, and we are going to sew through the same bead. Okay, and pull tight. And like I said, if you think you need to reinforce, go ahead and reinforce. I'm just gonna continue. Right now, what I gotta do is I gotta come down through this Matubo. and we are going to sew through the Matubo right here, through the honeycomb, and you want to be coming out of the next Matubo. And you are going to repeat these steps 5 more times, and I'll be right back to show you what is next. And this is what you should have. Your thread, it's coming out of a Matubo bead. We are going to sew up through one Matubo. We are going to pick up one 4mm, one seed bead, and one 4mm. We are going to sew through the same Matubo on the next set of Matubos. So we are coming out of this one, we are going to sew down through this one. And we are going to sew, like I was telling you, sometimes you can't see the beads, you know they're there, but see, we gotta sew through the Matubo, and it's a little bit hard to see it, but I know it's there. So we are going to sew up through the next Matubo bead, and we are going to repeat this step all the way around. I'm almost done. This is my last set of Bicones, so we're gonna sew down through this one, sew through the Matubo. We are going to sew up through the Matubo, and we are going to reinforce. So you need to repeat the step, but without adding any beads. Just go ahead and sew through the Bicones, the seed bead, and the Matubo. So go ahead and reinforce. And when you come back, I want you coming out of this 11-0. I reinforce just one time. So we want our thread coming out of the 11-0. We are going to pick up 5 11-0s, and we are going to sew through the same 11-0. We are going to pick up a Firepolish. Our thread is coming out of this seed bead in this direction. We are going to sew to the seed bead on the opposite side. There's 2 right here, there's 2 right here, so we're going to sew through this one, and we want our thread to go in the same direction it's going. And pull, and this is what you should have. We are going to sew through one more seed bead, and remember, try to keep your tension as tight as possible. We are going to pick up one 11-0, and we are going to sew through 3 seed beads. I sew through 2, sew through one more, pick up one 11-0, and sew through 2 more seed beads. Okay. Your thread is coming out of this seed bead. We are going to sew down through the Firepolish, and through the 11-0, sew through the Bicone, and through the Matubo, sew through the Matubo, through the next Matubo, and up through one bicone and one seed bead. And you are in position now to add your other flower. So you're gonna repeat these steps 5 more times, and I'll be right back to show you what is next. I'm done adding my flowers. You thread each, I don't know if you can see it, but it's coming out of the Matubo bead, the one that we add in the second step after we put the honeycombs. So your thread is gonna be coming out of that Matubo. We are going to pick up one super duo, we are going to sew down through the second hole. Okay, and right here is where I told you you're not going to be able to see sometimes what I'm doing, so just pay attention. Okay, we are going to sew through the center Matubo, which is this one. We have 1 2 3, so through the center, and we are going to sew up through the same hole we were coming out of. Okay, fix this super duo because we want it to be really tight. So this is what you're gonna have. We are going to pick up one super duo. We are going to sew through the same Matubo. Okay, and sew back up through the same hole. Okay, and pull, and this is what you're gonna have. Now we are going to sew down through the second hole of the super duo, and we are going to sew through the Matubo and up through the hole of the Matubo. And we want to tie this. We want it really tight. So right now we are going to sew down through the second hole of the super duo. I sew down through the second hole, and then now my thread is coming out of the super duo. We are going to sew through the Matubo bead, and it's the center one that we're using. That's the only one we're going to be using. We are going to flip our work so we can see. We are going to sew through this Matubo bead. We are going to pick up a Firepolish, and we are going to sew through the next Matubo. Pick up a Firepolish and then sew down through the next Matubo. Then through the Matubo in the center. And for the next steps that we're going to make, this is the only Matubo we're going to be making passes, okay? Because you're not going to be able to see. So this is what you're going to have. We are going to sew up through the super duo. We are going to pick up one 11-0, one Firepolish, and one 11-0. My thread is coming out of this hole of the super duo. We are going to sew through this hole of this super duo. Sew down. and this is what you're gonna have. We are going to sew through the Matubo bead in the center, okay? Like this. So we are going to sew back up through this one, okay? Use through the Superduo. And this is the step that you're not available to see really clear what I'm doing. We're gonna pick up 3. We are coming out of this hole of the Superduo. We're gonna go through this one, and we are going to repeat this step one more time. And we want these seed beads to the side of the other ones. Right now we are going to sew through the Matubo bead. Once again, just remember it's just this Matubo bead. And then we are going to sew up through the Superduo. Once again, and you don't have to worry about your beads not looking good right now, okay? This is what you're gonna have. We are going to pick up 3 11/0, and we are going to sew down a thread coming out of this hole of the Superduo. You can't see it. That's why I told you it's gonna be a little bit hard. And you're gonna sew down through this hole that you can't see it as well, but you know what it is. Kind of, you know what it is. So and we want this seed bead not to sit on this side. We are going to sew through the Matubo, and this time is very important that we sew up through this Superduo. So we are going to sew through the hole that we can't see. You just gotta find it, and if you sew through that bead, that's fine, because it's a little bit hard to find it. All you do is just go back, because we don't want to be sewing through that bead, just through the Superduo. And right now we're coming out of the Superduo. We are going to sew back on this side through the second hole, okay? And before we continue, we are going to fix this. So pull tight, and what you're gonna do right here, you need another needle, and you are going to hold this seed bead, and you're gonna stick your needle through the seed bead and through the Superduo. See, it's going all the way across. So what you're gonna do right here, you're just gonna grab your beads and you're gonna fix them the way you want to. And we are going to pull our thread. You wanna be pulling your thread while you're fixing the beads, so they stay in the position that you want them to stay. See, as you can see right now, this is what I want. So I pull my thread, and it's very important right now. Your thread is coming out of the Superduo. We are going to pass through the Matubo, the first one when we started, and through the, you can feel the holes. So just try to go through the Matubo, through the Honeycomb, and I want to be coming out of the next Matubo, okay? This is what you want to do. Very important, because we already have one thread coming out of the Matubo bead through the Superduo. We need another thread going on that direction to keep it straight. So you're gonna do this 5 more times. So you are already exited out of the Matubo. Repeat the same steps, and then come to this and repeat 5 more times. Okay, you gotta have one of these on each one. So what I'm gonna do right now, because I want to finish this tutorial, I'm going to pretend that I already add all my flowers with my Superduos, and we are going to add the bell, so you can hang your chain or whatever you're gonna use Okay, so we just want to pass through one Matubo, and then we are going to sew up through this Matubo. We are coming out of this Matubo, we are going to sew through the one in the center. And that's why you gotta use Matubo beads, because they have the hole big and you make a lot of passes. So we are going to sew through the next Matubo, and if you can, through the Firepolish. Okay, and then we're going to sew through the Firepolish. And this is what you want. You want to be coming out of the Firepolish. You are going to pick up 5 11/0s, and you are going to sew. You're going to skip the Matubo, and you're going to sew down through the next Firepolish and through the Matubo bead. Okay, and this is what you should have. We are going to sew through the center bead right here, and we are going to sew up through the Matubo, through the 2mm, and up through 3 seed beads. Okay, now you're gonna pick up 5 11/0s, and you are going to sew through the same 11/0. Pick up a Firepolish and sew through the. We're making a flower like with it on top of the Bicones. Pull tight, come down through one, pick up 1 11/0, and we are going to sew through 3 seed beads. Sew through one more, and pick up 1 seed bead and sew through 2. Okay, and this is what you're gonna have. Right now you're gonna pick up 17 seed beads. If you need a bigger bell, you can pick up more. Pick up 17. We're going to sew down through the second one that we add. This is the first one, this is the second one. Sew down through that one. Pick up 1 11/0, and we are going to sew through this seed bead. Okay, and pull. And there you go. All you have to do is reinforce. So you can reinforce 2 or 3 times, and like I said, you don't wanna do this before you complete your flowers. I just wanted to finish the tutorial so I can edit it and post it. So leave this to the last minute so you don't be having all these beads on your way. So right here, just reinforce 2 or 3 times. Your pendant should look like this now. I really love these colors. I don't know, but I think it looks really pretty. I hope you guys like this tutorial. I hope you enjoy it, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so you can receive emails notifying you when every time I upload a video. If you like it, definitely you gotta leave a comment. Tell me what did you think about it. If you make it, please share it on Facebook, so because I would love to see the projects that everybody makes with my ideas, my designs. Give a thumbs up if you like it,